Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Tony of VTO with RV Simplified. We're going to be doing business as Lavish RV. I just wanted to come with you today and try to help you out. If you're inexperienced or you've never rented out your RV, I just kind of wanted to go into some of the details about how it works. I mean, you should listen to me. I'm borderline professional, as I went camping once like 20 something years ago, and I've never owned an RV before, but I own a vacation rental business, and we just got into the foray of renting RVs, and we just rented our first one. We had about 4 months of doing it, and I wanted to see if I could save you any aches and pains that we learned along the first few months from going as completely novice of not even using an RV or not having one to wanting one with our family, but then also wanting to kind of use it as a business. Since they are very expensive, we wanted to offset a lot of the costs and basically get the thing for free. And with all these new websites coming out, there's a lot of Airbnb type RV sites, RV Share and Outdoorsy and Camp Panda and a bunch of these other RV sites. So there is a lot of money to be made. And so we're actually going to be making it into a business, but I wanted to do a few quick video training series for other people who are considering doing it, things to think of, because I couldn't find a lot of information out there when I'm starting. There's not a ton of stuff out there. So if I could be of any help in any way, because a couple little suggestions could have literally saved me like thousands of dollars, which would have been nice. You know, money's good, you know, especially when those things cost a fortune. So what I want to do is I'm gonna start like a training series, maybe like 10 or 12 videos on all the different aspects that we've learned from starting to rent ours from scratch, from not knowing anything about an RV and never even driving one, to, you know, actually we're starting a full-fledged business and a service that we're going to rent it out on behalf of other owners, from all the lessons we've learned and the relationships we've made, and so we can make it easy for owners. We do the same thing right now with one of our businesses with people that own timeshares. We take their timeshares, we pay all their costs associated with them, and then we rent them out, you know, so they're happy, the guests are happy, they save money, and it's a win-win for everybody. So we're going to do the same thing for RVs, as as it is a hot market. I mean, definitely if you own an RV, everybody shouldn't do it, because it is a lot of work, and unless you're going to use a service like I'm going to start, or obviously there's other ones pretty much in probably, I'm assuming, almost every major city that will do it for you. They're not that many, because it's just kind of coming out, you know, since all these new RV sites, but it is something that will be happening. So I just kind of wanted to give you a quick overview, so if you were thinking of doing it, just maybe some things to consider. So when I first looked at doing it, I ran the numbers, and if you did it at $200 a night and you could keep a 60% occupancy, you know, your net profit's going to be somewhere around $30,000 a year. And then you have your costs of the RV. Our costs were going to end up being about $12,000 a year. So you'd end up making $20,000 in net profit, which is roughly 200% on your money. Plus you'd have the RV for anywhere from 3 to 7 weeks for you to use for yourself. So I find that a very interesting proposition, considering we were about to buy a rental property. And say you buy a condo here, we live in Las Vegas. If we bought a condo here and we only made $100, $200 a month in profit, you know, that's only $1,200 to $2,000 for the year. Plus if the renter moved out, and then we have to replace the carpet and anything that breaks in it, plus the home warranty, any of that kind of stuff, you know, that eats up your whole profit right there. Now, of course, you have the value of the real estate. So provided the market keeps going up and up and up, you know, you get your 3% increase on that a year. So there is that. And there's a few less headaches if you use a property manager to do your house, but you're not making a ton of money. Where these RVs, for the same investment, actually less monthly, you're making, you know, probably double, triple the cash flow. So that's why I thought it was such an interesting proposition. But the thing is, you got to kind of run it like a business, because even though people are just renting it out from you like like it's your personal RV, and people know that, they still expect it to be ran like, you know, pretty much like the Marriott or one of these high-end hotel chains that they're used to staying at, especially if you have a nicer RV. So there's just a few things you want to consider. So the first thing we did was spend a truckload of money, and we got a great deal, so our salesman said. So we bought a Jayco Precept 2018, has 2 bathrooms, and we got the one that slept the most people, because those are usually the most popular ones that sleep the most. And so The first thing we did that we saw and that we know from our business is people expect everything included. So what we did is we went out, we invested about, I'd say $1,800 or $2,000, and we outfitted it with everything that you would think that you would need on your trip. And the reason being is because that's going to give you higher visibility on those sites, because a lot of people don't offer that stuff. And then if you go to some of these, larger commercial ones like Cruise America and things of that nature, they upcharge you for everything. So yeah, they might rent them for $240 a night, but then they charge you $30 a week for the pillows and the blankets. And then and then everything's a per person charge. They charge you for the silverware and the coffee maker $10 and all these little nickel and dimes fees. So if you're just a smart RV owner and you want to make some money off it, all you got to do is treat it kind of like your own little hotel or your own little Airbnb business. And if you made $20,000-$30,000 a year off it, if you only make 60, 80, 100 grand a year, you're talking a significant 10 to 30% pay increase for not really having to do much. And then you can also find companies like what I'm going to do that'll do it for you, and then just take a commission or take a percentage of whatever the rental monies is, and or you can set it up all yourself. And once you have everything set up, you can kind of have it automated, so you don't really have to do a lot. Like now I found an RV rental manager, and so he's kind of taking everything. He's meeting the guest, he's cleaning the RV, he's getting everything organized with the mechanic dealerships and everything. So once you find those couple people and you get a good housekeeper or whatever, once you find those couple good team members, then it kind of runs itself. For the most part, you just have to schedule them to do all that stuff. So on this video, I'm just going to kind of do like a broad overview. Maybe I'll take you out and show you my RV and my coach and kind of what we did. So the first step you want to do is get it listed. So you want to get it listed. What I do is a multi website strategy. So you can go to like rvshare.com is the one we've had the most luck with. So they're probably like the Airbnb of RVs as far as I can tell. We've gotten, I already have. So I bought the thing on May 20th. I blocked out the calendar I picked it up on June 15th, and I blocked out the calendar until July 1st. Within a week or two, we had nearly the entire summer rented out. And then by the middle of July, we had everything rented out, including Burning Man. We got, we're at Burning Man, we made $7,500 less, but there was the commissions in there, just on that 1 week rental. And they actually left it the cleanest out of any renter we've had so far to date, which was very impressive. They're great people at that Burning Man thing. Now, it was dirty as heck, but they did pay for us to detail it, because there's just no way, no matter how clean you are, it's very dusty out there. So first thing you want to do is you want to list your RV on rvshare.com, Camp Panda, and Outdoorsy, or you can just list on just one of them. But I recommend, if you want to make money and you want to get it booked up fast, what you want to do is kind of pre-block out the dates you want that you're thinking of. Say, hey, we want to block out next summer for 3 weeks or whatever, because the summers will fill up fast. There is way more RV renters than there are RVs available for rent. So it's a huge market, and it's going to be growing and growing, year after year, and because there's so many new RVs being sold. But these things are expensive. So mine's, I paid $115,000 for it, plus there was like $5,000 in taxes, and then what else was there? $2,700 to register it. So I was thinking, if you only used it 2 or 3 weeks a year, you're paying almost $1,200 a night to stay in this camper. And then plus you have to buy all the spots, and some of them are as expensive as hotels. They're like $30 to $150 a night, at a decent RV park. So you do have a tremendous amount of costs. So I always like my assets I guess it's not considered an asset, but I like things to pay for themselves. Sorry, I'm not a smart guy. So I dropped out of college. I only have two credits in college. My wife found my college transcript. She's like, oh, well, you passed football and health in 2 years. So I'm no genius. But even I could figure this out, and I'm able to make it work. So you definitely don't have to be a rocket scientist to rent out your RV, that's for sure. But So the first things you want to do is you want to go to those websites. They're all free. They just take a commission off of the rental. So you want to set up on all 4 of those sites. Then the second thing I did is I went out and I bought stuff for it, just so like that when they're out there, like in here I have a George Foreman grill and I have a barbecue kit, and then on the other side I have an Instapot, and then that's the gas thing, the propane, and then in here I put like paper plates and stuff, and then I put an extra bin that has like an extension cord and some fuses and everything, and then of course inside, and then we bought like a pop-up trash can for it, and then I bought like these 6 lawn chairs at Walmart. They're like $8 each, and then I bought one of those carpets that you can lay down in front of the RV for when they're camping. And you know, just some stuff that you would need out there, because people want, you know, they want it to be all inclusive. They're doing it, you know, they're not expecting, hey, I gotta buy, you know, take all my bedding and pillows and whatnot. So we went and bought all that stuff ahead of time, and and then we got that all set up. I'll turn things on here. So this is our RV, and you know, it's a nice one. It's got 2 bathrooms. It's got the bed above the thing, you know, GPS, you know, nice kitchen, propane stove. It's got one of those TVs that pops out of the window there. You know, it's a really nice RV. So so you get it listed. I had a photographer I found on Craigslist for $70. They come over and take the pictures for you, so they're nice professional pictures. Since I'm in the vacation rental business, it's always the most important thing is to have good pictures. So you either need to know how to take pictures or use a wide angle lens, or hire somebody off Craigslist, probably find $60-80 to take the pictures for you. Place it up, and then you just have to have a way to respond to requests. So people, you might get 1 or 2 requests a week, and then you just respond to the people, and you want to set your pricing. So you want to go on these websites, see what put in like the similar size unit you have into there, and then you can see, you know, what everybody else is charging, and kind of go through it for a good hour or 2 hours, kind of go through and see what everybody else is charging, see what upcharges they have for you know, some people charge for lawn chairs, some people charge for, you know, stove, some people charge for kitchen equipment, some people charge for and then I have my housekeepers. They do cool things with like the towels here, and where's the other lady? Makes ducks, or she makes swans. So I don't know, her sister did it this time. Oh yeah, she made like a little swan. So I have I usually get a housekeeper that's used to doing hotels, so they know how to keep a hotel clean, because people, the second renter I had, she ran her finger along the top of the counter and found a smudge. So which was pretty shocking compared to, you know, I didn't think people would be that anal, but I guess if I stayed in a place, I'd want it to be super clean as well, no matter, you know, if it was somebody's or not. So you want to make sure it's very clean, and and find a good housekeeper, which I pay mine about $100 a turnover. So yeah, you can find them on Craigslist or Home Advisor or something like that. And so you go online, find people with like RVs, you know, search around, snoop around, see what's going on with the pricing, and then list it on there. Get ready to get like 1 to 2 requests a week, and then you just respond back, you know, be your happy, cheerful self. Try to help them with anything they have, or, you know, if you don't want to do anything, you can hire a virtual assistant on Fiverr, fiverr.com, Fiverr.com, and and they can answer all the inquiries for you. They're fairly inexpensive. Like, you know, some of them in India are like $5 an hour, so you can take that off your plate as well. And